Welcome to part 26 of our Minish Cap walkthrough. And this one, we'll actually begin this book right here, which I already forgot the name of it. Hyrulean Bestiary. Oh yeah, we'll begin this one. And they'll also be returning the second book too.
Now, what I don't understand, right off the bat, Eslo says, look, there's a book on the shelf, but how are we going to reach it? We don't have a ladder. There's a set of stairs for a Minish right there,
Yeah,
Eslo.
but... Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, okay. That's actually what we walk across too. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't see because the hearts were in the way, but...
Yeah.
Eslo, I mean, you see how our companions are sometimes.
That is true.
They're not the brightest ones in the group.
And I'm wondering though if you come in here when you're not a Minish and he'll say it then because there's no way you can get there if you're in your big form. And maybe that's it. I don't know. I'm making excuses for him now at this point.
No, but just like I said, the first time, that's our first time really going up a chimney, wasn't it?
I think so.
I can't remember if we done it or not, but that's just I like those, I talked about the last part, or in a what's the wind place? The last dungeon. The last dungeon, Fortress of Wind. I talked about how I like some of the cool puzzles with the Minish.
Yeah.
Just being able to go up a chimney and then walk up chimneys, across boards, across houses. I mean, I just absolutely love that part of this game.
That and using water from a bottle to put out the fire, stuff like that. I mean, it we kind of hit.
Well, you don't do it as a Minish, but yeah, I understand. Yeah, but it contributes to the whole.
I would have never thought. But I will say, man, this library.
Yep, it's okay. I couldn't remember this third dungeon, so.
Librarian gets so excited. She's like, I'm looking forward to putting this book away. And then she just sets it.
Well, she doesn't cut yet. Well, okay, that's one good point. But she doesn't even put them away, though.
No.
The old guy statue upstairs.
Yeah.
Which I actually don't know if it's an old guy or if it's a statue, because he doesn't move.
Well, he comes and gets the books later.
Yeah, I got a point about that when he comes and gets those. But I'll say that for later on. But
she loves her job. She's happy.
She gets so excited and she just puts the book down right there.
I know.
This isn't my job.
I will say though, she doesn't give us a very good clue for the second book.
No, and like I said, this is the one that caused me so much trouble because this door's locked, is it not?
Yeah.
The entire game up until this point.
You can only talk to him through the door, I think. Yeah.
Okay, and I don't remember if he said anything about that would give you a clue for being absent-minded.
I have no idea. I do like though that his name in Minish Cap is Dr. Left. He looks exactly the same as Mr. Right from Link's Awakening and the Oracle game.
Now, where was Mr. Right in Link's Awakening?
He was the one that in the trading sequence to get the boomerang. He was the one that we took the picture from the goat lady.
Okay, I remember that now.
Yeah, he lived in the woods.
He's in the Oracle
mysterious forest. I only found that out when I was trying to figure out what his name was in Link's Awakening.
And then you saw that. Okay.
Apparently, he has an appearance in Oracle of Seasons as well. But I've played that yet.
I'm trying to forget about the Oracle games. I try to put those out of my mind.
So I thought it was kind of cool. And we kind of talked about this before we started. He was Mr. Right in those games.
Yeah, and now he's Dr. Left. I did like that. But yeah, I mean, I had no clue who this guy was. I actually had to look this one. I had to look this one up because, well, first of all, I had to look up absent-minded because I was like, maybe I'm thinking the definition's different than what I'm actually thinking, and I actually had a definition right.
Yeah. Well, it was a tough clue though. I mean,
but I do love this. I guess I don't know if it's a riddle or not.
It kind of is
a riddle, but I love this whole riddle right here and the way we get down to get the Power Bracelets.
I do too. And
we get the Power Bracelets.
We're about to get the Power Bracelets, yeah. And I also love, in this guy's house, a pipe is his plant potter, and he's got dice in there. Just nice little touches in the Minish's house. Just neat little things like that.
It makes you realize how small the Minish actually are. When you see that dice right beside that's kind of holding stuff up.
Yeah. But like you said, I like being a Minish and going and getting this...
Well, this is really the farthest we travel as a Minish that I can think of so far.
We get all over this.
I mean, we've gone here and there as a Minish, but I mean, we really travel a pretty good portion as a Minish right here.
Yeah, and that's one thing we were hitting on in the last part with we spend so much time in Hyrule Town. Not only as an adult, but when you're a Minish, it opens up so many new areas in here. And pathways from house to house to house. It's really cool.
And I didn't do a lot of exploring with that concept my first time through. Obviously this time I am, because I'm doing 100% walkthrough.
Yeah.
Which we can actually verify now that we are going to do a 100% walkthrough for this. Ooh, I spoke too soon.
We're going to try.
We actually have something we got to do tonight. But we should be completing a 100% walkthrough for this game.
We hope.
I know the very first video we said maybe 98, 99.
Yeah.
We do plan on getting all the items.
We're going to try.
Now back to where we were.
Red,
take it away.
Gotcha. Well, the clue that we got told about where the magical power bracelets are is you cross the bridge and you have to cross this valley of the beasts. And then you have to go across the waterfall. And obviously when you're a Minish, cats are beasts.
Yeah, that's what's so cool. Yeah, it's just a cat, but he describes it as just this huge beast.
Thankfully, they don't do too much damage.
No, they don't. But man, I hate when they swing at you like that.
I know.
I don't know. It kind of gets me wrong.
And I think all the cats in this game go after you. Some of the dogs leave you alone.
They do. Well, it's kind of like think about it, kind of like a mice.
Yeah,
exactly. The cats in this game. So
cats are not nice people.
So you would just think the dogs are like sniffy or something.
I know.
Like the cats make sense, but the dogs you think be like a little more friendly. No.
Well, you can talk to a couple of the dogs.
That is true. That is actually a good point.
So that's at least a little better.
I feel like some of them don't some of them attack you too? I think a couple of them do, but I'm not positive on that.
Now, I'm not sure. We kind of brought this up. We kind of discussed this a little bit before we started.
Behind the scenes.
But to get the power bracelet,
yeah,
I totally forgot what item we were getting down here.
Mm-hmm.
I think all you need is the cane.
For some reason, I'm thinking to become a Minish over there in that area, no, you had to move the dog, because remember, there's that portal right there.
Well, we moved the dog a long time ago. We moved the dog before the 3rd dungeon.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if we could have gotten this sooner. You don't need it sooner.
No, you don't. No, you don't need it. You
probably. Power bracelets,
I think you're all right. I think after the 2nd dungeon, I can't think of a reason after the 2nd dungeon, and you get the cane why you would not be able to get it right there. But
it doesn't really matter.
So you really don't need it until now. So.
And to be honest, I don't think we use them that much after this.
We don't. We just use them to push a couple dressers.
Yeah.
They're not used for picking up bigger boulders or bigger rocks like they are A Link to the Past is a good example. Or Link's Awakening.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that they have a very limited use for they have their own legend and everything and puzzle to find them.
Yeah, there's a couple, there's always items like that, in Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda had the raft that's used twice, that's the most pointless item ever.
It is. But this game really was good though about making sure you use all your old items. But bracelets.
Well, a 2D handheld game, it also had less items, so.
That's true. That's true.
But for being a 2D or a handheld game, this game is actually pretty large.
Yeah, definitely.
The map's big. The map is big. There we go.
Yeah.
Bam, baby, got it. There's just a lot to explore and stuff.
And on top of that, speaking of being large, the fact that even when you're this tiny, you can still push those bookshelves around. Those power bracelets got something going on.
That makes no sense. So I guess lifting doesn't here with bracelets.
True, but still
you saw that athlete power bracelet worked. Here, in real life, how good that works.
The magnets.
However that works. Yeah. So apparently Zelda concepts do not always translate to real life.
No. I do really like this cinematic though. If you just climb on that book and just kind of rocks on the ledge for a second. And thank God that other Minish didn't fall down with you. Who knows? But yeah, it was just.
What happened to him? He just fell down with us.
That's true. He'd have been away from his brother.
Maybe he doesn't have the landing ability as Link though. Because if you think about it, Link's like a cat.
He does have.
He always lands perfectly fine.
He never breaks anything. He might lose a half a heart.
Yeah, but he's still fine. He's still walking.
Unless it's your last half a heart.
yeah. Then you're dead.
In which case you don't need to be jumping off ledges.
Actually, there's Zelda games like the 3D ones. I think if you take a far enough fall, you do die. I'm not positive.
I want to try it now.
I'm not positive on that, but for some reason I remember jumping from Ocarina of Time really high and dying.
All I know is if in Twilight Princess, if you can't fall out of the city and sky and lose more than a heart, then
that logic does not apply for it. Yeah, exactly.
But that's all right. We're gonna turn in our 2nd library book, and oh my goodness, she gets even more excited. At this point, I think she says you're my favorite person ever. Yeah, I really think this girl.
So when do we get to book 3? Bounce going. Wow,
I know, right? Forget going after Zelda. This is your girl.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the girl you need to be asking out on.
But at least Zelda's our friend in this game. She just didn't get kidnapped. We have no relation with her. We don't even go after her or anything.
She wants to be our friend.
I know, but anyways, this will go ahead and wrap up part 26 of our Minish Cap walkthrough.